Hey, 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 Facebook family and friends, YouTubers, all of you guys, welcome to Saturday night. And it is time for getting acquainted with the Queens, a tribe called Queens Incorporated. We like to thank you guys for tuning in. Welcome, 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 welcome. Hey, ladies. All right, y'all. So listen, check it out. Like we had the topic was like, are you trusting God or man? Because we didn't know that the results was going to be out, and we can still talk about that because that's still very relevant and prevalent. But we have the results of the election, and they are out. So I guess we can incorporate all of that in there. But we were going to come from the perspective of we didn't know that the results were going to be out, but now they out. And so I know a lot of people are elated, excited. And so we'll just kind of chit chat about that. If you guys have any questions, anything, any comments that you want to pull on in here, then feel free to do that. Okay. So let me go ahead and put this disclaimer out here right now. Okay. I am not a politic person. I'm not a politic chick. So I am like way out of my lane on this one. So the other queens, I know Erica, the other three of them, like they on it. They know they politics. So guess what? The Preca going for once. The Preca gonna be like, because I don't know. I do vote though. Don't so yes, I vote. I know enough to vote. But other than that, because I tell people all the time, I don't live in that world. Like I just really rely on God to just give me what I need. So, but anyway, so go ahead, y'all go on there and take this thing over because your girl, she not a politic person. So Erica, I know Erica always Lawana was over there, had me laughing the other day. Almost something. Oh goodness, she just couldn't come away from the TV looking all that crazy stuff. Listen, ain't nobody got time for that. It's just, but go ahead, Lou, what you got?
I'm not a big politics person either. I get my answers from my coworker. I call her, what's going on? What's up with the numbers? She and Latoya be calculating the numbers. Okay, he's down by this. But it was very stressful watching and tuning in. Um, in the beginning, we was like, he ain't gonna do it. Oh Lord, this ain't gonna happen. But then it ended up Biden. For those, let me tell you. First, I want to say applaud all the voters that went out to vote, especially the young voters. I mean, I don't care who you voted for. It was so many people that voted in this election than ever before. And I know people wanted change. And I also believe that you had some Republicans on the down low that flipped to Democrat. I'm just saying, because he wouldn't have been able to flip those states that was red. Now they blue. But yeah, it was kind of stressful. At first, I wasn't looking at it. I was like, I had the same approach as Georgette. God in control. I ain't looking at that. But then I started looking at it, and then I got hooked. Wake up 3 o'clock in the morning and look up and see what happened. Numbers is the same. Go back to sleep. Wake up at 6. Look at numbers still the same. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Come on, Philly. Yeah, count the ballots. But it was a journey. Yeah, I got to rag on your town. You know what I'm saying? It was a journey. But at the end, we pulled it off, or he pulled it off. Congratulations to the first Black VP, Vice President. Kudos to her. I'm just praying that they come in and do what they said they're gonna do. Even
Hello.
though we do understand that the Senate is Republican and a lot of stuff might be blocked, but I just pray that they stay true to their word and do what they said they're going to do to get elected. And I'm looking forward to seeing Obama again. I'm just saying. And kudos to the young lady in Atlanta that actually changed the voting in Atlanta.
Stacey Abrams.
Yeah. Kudos to her. So I have for right now.
Look, don't be ragging on Philly because I heard Philly pulled it through. Okay, for that.
They
I mean,
did. They did. It was just, I mean, they did. It was just slow. I'm
I
like, we all like, come on, Philly. Like, I mean, it was, I mean, it was slow, but yes, they pulled it out. I mean, they pulled it out. Even though they had threats, people getting arrested, all that. Philly still pulled it out. That was an awesome, because that's the only thing we cared about was Philly. Because he get 20, he president. We ain't, I mean, even though the other ones did count, but Philly was the big turnover for Joe Biden.
okay, yeah. I mean, so come through Philly, I guess. I mean, listen. My thing is, I
And
just want,
Atlanta, and
and
and Georgia, and Georgia, and Georgia.
I just want whoever is in there to do what they're supposed to do. Like, I mean, for me, that's what it's all about. Like, I just want the people to do what they say they're gonna do and stay true to what is right for everybody. Like, I don't care who it, just stay right and just do what's right and do what's right for, everyone that's involved, which is the whole United States. Like, just be who you say you're gonna be, do what you say you're gonna do, and that's it. And so, because politics and religion, we know, like, those two things are always, rub people the wrong way. And so you can't say, you say one thing, you didn't offended this person, you saying that. I mean, so that's why I just try to come away from that and be like, okay, what the Bible say? What God say? That's what you do, and then just leave it at that and just trust Him, because you can't change that word. What they say is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So that's where we just gotta leave our trust. But go ahead, Erica. Erica, like, real like Eric. That's her and Justina are like the politic ones. So we just gonna let them. They know all that stuff. So go on, E. What you got?
You want to know why I am? Because my boss, the man who writes my 401k, votes. The people that live next to me vote. The people who do the school board members vote. If I don't got to say in that process, I'm nowhere in. I got to be somewhere in it. So that's my vote. And the biggest way you can expect change in this country is to express your vote. That's how you hold the people accountable. If you don't like what they're doing, vote them out. If you like what they're doing, keep them back in. So the voting is the way that you show that you are in that process of making the change that you want to see for your community and everything, and also attending the meetings and letting your voice be heard, because the local representatives are just, if not more important. This one was so important because we have the potential to have some things in place in the Supreme Court and things of that nature. But our topic of the day is, who are you relying on more, God and or man, for the election? So I will say this. I am heavily into politics. I'm a good, saved, sanctified Christian woman at the same time who believes in laying hands when it's necessary, but I ain't gonna get into all that. Uh, but I believe that, and you don't need to mix the two, but I think um, my activism comes from where God wants me to be in life. So I have to be part of the process. Now, I'm not in heaven yet. Thankfully, I'll get there. Prayerfully, I'll get there one day. But while I'm here, my plan is to make this place the best place for me and my children. So how am I doing that? I'm taking part of the process that makes my community better, that makes the school system better, that makes everything around me better, for the children, because I'm living in an environment where my grandparents marched for the benefits of, so, and my children's children will have the benefits of what I did today or yesterday. So it's important when people say they don't take part in this process because it's not important. What we do in this lifetime right here solidifies the foundation to go on for that. How I'm praying now is the seeds that are being planted in my children for tomorrow. God in heaven, before all of these elections and everything else take place, but while I'm here and I can't be in Eden with them yet, I gotta try and get this to be the best Eden I can until he take that thing up and put me back to dust. So I'm gonna make sure my children have the equity and equality that they can get, and my grandchildren's children have the way to go, because it's not going to be any better if I just sat here my time and did nothing with what I had, because it's going to look at what I had. And the word says, nothing is going to be easy. You're going to have to, it's going to, everybody that went the route of peace had some war coming before them, before they got to the peace. They had to march around the wall, I don't know how many times before they got to that thing. I mean, God handles those things for me. I don't ever put my trust in man, but at the same time, I need to make sure that I'm doing my part in this whole process to make at least someone around me be better. I'm trying to be a light to make something around me a lot better. And what I have in the process, looking at the candidates, might not say that they were everybody's choice, but you had to look at what you were working with. And then if you don't like the part of those candidates, get in there yourself. Get somebody in there that that's where all of these other people that are rising up that nobody has no idea about, these grassroots efforts. It starts with one person and bringing another person, and another person, another person, another person. That's how that thing grows. So for everybody that is confused about the process, not get some part of it, um, to at least understand some bits and pieces. All I ask is that everybody do their part in learning at least about the local people and who are running for office in their own neighborhoods, because that's where it really, really starts. Because we have neighborhoods, everybody has a neighborhood that they see and they're like, oh, that's the bad neighborhood, that's this neighborhood, that's, doing something over there. But there is somebody in that neighborhood that is coming out of it that's going to do something awesome. We always see it. You always hear those stories about that basketball player, that person, that politician that went. There's always some rose that is coming out of that concrete. We just need to make sure that we're getting all of the flowers that might not necessarily turn into a rose, but they do some amazing things. So take a part in that process, even if it's just a little bit. Your judges, the local community electoral things that you have there for your even if it's your HOAs, start in there to get you just got to get the knowledge about it. Sure, you're doing your part to make some spot in this world a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with that. I think that's very key that you have to start somewhere. And a lot of times, people wait until the
Mm-hmm.
bigger race, the presidential race, to go and vote. They really don't go out and vote for the people that are right in their community, because that's where it's going to affect you the closest. You don't necessarily feel all of everything that the president is doing, because it's so high, and that trickle down is a long time sometimes. But when you get out here and you vote for your local leader, that's where you see the change, and it is very important. I worked early election. I also worked on election day, and there were a lot of first time voters, which was amazing. A lot of young folks coming out, and they're like, "Yes, I voted. I'm all excited." So every time they got a new voter in, all the poll workers would clap it up, giving them some praise, because that was a lot, and I mean, a lot of young folks. One young guy in line, he talking about this the first time and the last time I'm gonna vote, and he better win. So he was he was feeling so about voting, but it was just very awesome to see them, actually come out and take a part in the process, because it was a lot for us to get to this point, for us to even to be able to vote. So it is just so very important that you just, keep up that work. Now, I can't say that I'm heavily into politics. That is more or less by default, because my husband is into politics, very heavy, and his dad used to be the ambassador of their island, so it just runs through him. So I just hear about it by default. But I'd say I'm like the preacher over here. I did not follow this stuff. I was just like, nope, we're gonna wait till the end. I'll just wait to hear what the end's gonna be, because all that stressing back and forth. Because at the end of the day, guess what? God already has it in control. He already knew who was going to win. So all of this, I can't do it. I got enough on my plate as is. So for me to be like,
Where is he? What's he doing? What's the numbers at? He ain't gonna win it. Yes, he is. No, no. At the
Mm-mm.
end of the day, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And we know that whoever is in control, God meant for them to be that way for whatever that plan is. So you just have to sit back and let it unfold and go from there.
Yes, absolutely. I know, like some people, wasn't sleeping and staying up, and I was like, I ain't letting nobody. Okay, listen, I already don't sleep. Okay, if I'm going to sleep, it's not going to be because of some crazy election. Like it's my choice, so not because of an election. So we have to remember like who is in control at all times, and so it is what it is. So, I mean, just be interesting to see how the next 4 years, play out and that's all we can do is just, one day at a time and let them, we'll see. I mean, that's all we can
I
do.
want to I want to say something to that because I don't want everybody to think that it's like, oh, our person got in, or oh, this is where the work.
Hello.
Whew, it's about to be some work, if
Yeah.
not more.
Yeah,
So
because
we
they never
shouldn't
say
have like the blinders
absolutely, because you got to remember,
on and
yes,
thinking
we're
like,
talking about
okay, now the work is for us and women, because us people that look like us for are the ones that, let's be real, we are often the ones that have the most burden of that, to me, in my opinion, to take this on, but at the same time get are the less rewarded of the group. So the work starts for either for us being the change in that in the future, and
Mhm.
then everybody else rallying around to make sure the things that we want to have in place keep going, like the equity as far as women and pay and all. We could just go on and on. There's a whole lot of things, like the education, just the funding of colleges and student loans and stuff like that. There's a whole lot that needs to happen behind the scenes. So everybody needs there who are celebrating now on Monday. The job start, even if he ain't sworn in yet. The job is still starting at 7 a.m. Work begins. You got to clock in.
Mhm. Yeah. That's true. I mean, I like I said, I just will wait and see, like, what is going to transpire and still be an advocate for the things that we need to be an advocate for. And especially as, like you said, being women and then being women entrepreneurs and Black women entrepreneurs, like it is definitely, definitely on the rise. And so for me, that's where I, am passionate about, because it's so hard for women to just even get the things that we deserve, to get the loans, the resources, like all of those things. And so we definitely have to be an advocate for that, because we are starting businesses and killing it. Like, well, but the thing is, can you scale these businesses and can you keep these businesses afloat? And so that's where the change needs to come, in that we are have the ability to be in the rooms, and to make these changes, and have the abilities to get the same resources and the funding and all of those things that, some of our counterparts get. And so that's where I'm like, okay, where are we going to make a difference? Because, that was some of the things that I heard from the little bit of the things that I did hear, via YouTube or whatever I was watching. So that's what I'm looking for. Like, okay, I want to see if this is going to happen or if it's not, because all we can do at the end of the day is take people for their word. And you can
Mhm.
I mean, I used to have a friend that I can't say what he used to say, but he used to say you can talk to your butthole catch on fire, but you know what other word he said. So it's not about that. It's about the action. Like, I want to see if you're going to do what you're going to say, because we can say a lot of things, but that don't necessarily mean that we're going to do it. So that's where I am with that, you know.
They have a lot of work to do. I think they have a lot of cleaning up to do. Like Obama had to come in and clean up. Biden will have to come in and clean up because there's so much things that's going on. COVID-19. huge.
Mm-hmm.
That party gonna have to come in and really, from what I heard from his last speech last night, they already started. They have met with advisors a couple of days ago to start planning and action. So when they do come in, they'll have something in place. But we still gotta wait and see.
Yeah. We have to wait and see. That's all we can do is, I mean, like I said, all we have to do is wait and see. Hey, Sergeant Wormley. She said, Amen, Justina. Hey, guys, if you guys have any questions, any other comments, anything that you want to ask of the queens, please feel free to go ahead and drop it in there in the comments. And so, I mean, I guess back to our question too, as far as Erica kind of touched on it a little bit. If we want to talk about, you know, man versus, you know, putting your trust where you put your trust in, and I mean, I know I can probably speak for everybody here, but if you guys just want to touch on that just a little bit more on, you know, just trusting, and even if they, you know, touch on the fact that even if they do come in and don't do what they say they're going to do, you know, and so then where does that leave us, you know? And so if we want to kind of talk about that too. So
Well, for many years, I've been voting for presidents that haven't done anything, and I'm still here. I got through 4 years of Trump. Okay. So that was nothing but God. I mean, nothing but God. And I believe God is going to continue keeping this country. But don't make no mistakes. The country is his alone. And when COVID-19 came, if nobody wasn't paying attention, he showed I can take it and I can give it back whenever I want to. So at the end of the day, whether you believe or don't believe, God runs this world and no one else. We just delegates living in the world. We just his vessels operating in this world, trying to make it a better place and trying to just do his work while we're here. But get no mistake, because I'm going to tell you, Trump is somewhere probably on his knees or something. But I'm going to tell you, God is in control. And if he don't know God, he better get to know him. Because God's not playing with him. I believe the people spoke, and I also believe God spoke. Enough was enough.
you know, the other day I was looking at something, and the other day I was doing some research for something I'm putting together, and it was just talking about the word prayer has been Googled more this year than ever before, and I was like, yeah, I bet it has been. And I think I read, I put the stat, I think for every what was the number? For every COVID case that people were diagnosed positive, I think it was something like 80,000 people Googled the word prayer for every case of a positive COVID. It was 80,000 people that Googled prayer. So people are definitely, yeah, they looking, they searching, they seeking. And, you know, even people who don't believe, they're looking for something. And I mean, they're looking towards that prayer. Everybody, you know, I always say it all the time, whenever something tragic happens, that's the first thing people say, you know, that I'm going to pray for you, praying for your family, all of that stuff. And so definitely we just need to know and cover ourselves, cover this world, cover everything through prayer. So I don't know what he's doing. He might be praying, but I don't know. Who knows? But right now we are so down. We can only go up. This sergeant, let me put this on here. Sarah said, right now we are so down. We can only go up. I put my trust in God, but my hope on what man is going to do. All right. We can only go up from this corruption and hatred. All right now. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's all we can do and just keep trusting him. I mean, that's it. He got it no matter what. And it was
Mhm.
for me, I look at it like, I always tell, and the ladies know, like, what lesson were we to learn from this, So
That's it. That's it.
for me, it just always amazed me that the things that just were allowed, but it was a lesson that we needed to be woke. Like, that's one of my favorite words. Like, I've been saying that word woke for the whole, since 2020 started, this whole COVID, like all of this, because like you just got to be woke, you know what I mean? And to be in the last 4 years, and just, I mean, and I'm not swaying either, but just the things that were allowed to happen, the things that were allowed to take place, it just blows my mind. And I'm like, just some of the things that were said, some of the things that were done, like how it was able to be done. But for me, I look even deeper than that. Like, it was something that, like, you just need to wake up, like, and you need to be woke that in 2000, and in the year 2020, that this still can happen. And so it was just a real eye opener for me over the last 4 years, just to see, like, wow, that this stuff is like, it was just, yeah, it was crazy. So
And I hope that I hope that they'll be able to bring the country, back together. Because right now we're divided more than ever. And that's heartbreaking. I mean, you have people out here don't even know you, but they don't like you because either you was for Biden or the color of your skin or whatever. But they don't, you can't even sit in my face and tell me why you don't like me or don't like my son. You don't know me besides fear, unless you have fear. And that's what I chop it up. When you're a coward, you got fear. But I just pray that this country will be able to start healing and that they can bring the country together. And in one of his speeches last night, he just sounded very presidential that even though you didn't vote for me, I will still be that president for you, even though if you didn't vote for me, So he's extending his hand, out to the other side, whether or not they grab it. But I just want to put a little note here. I always got my little notes. We're not living in 1900s. We're not the same black folks in 1900s. I'm just saying. So you got to be careful where you pull up on and who you pull up to, because we ain't our ancestors. I'm just saying.
I want to add something to that because at that point, that I hope my mom said my Wi-Fi was going in and out, so I hope I don't stop and mess anything up. You are absolutely right. Our ancestors went through some stuff that I know I wouldn't have been able to take, though. I want to do that disclaimer. But you are absolutely right on that. Don't let the smooth taste fool you, Jack. Because look, I am a good Christian woman who takes pleasure and beat the hell out of somebody. Come with it if you want to. Okay, never mind. Anywho, I am with you 100%, Georgette, when you said, it was just so wild to see all the stuff going down. It was like, y'all can do that? Like, you can do that? And there was no accountability? What's going on? Like, the way they berated a woman, the first lady, for wearing a sleeveless shirt, and like all of a sudden you just on the front lawn of the White House going crazy. I was like, this is happening. And that was an eye opener. Everything was just an eye opener. But um, I rely heavily on God. Um, like I said before, I do what I can while I'm here, but nothing outweighs the power of God, what God has. Nothing, 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 nothing. And the power that we do have is what has been given to us by him. So, but this last 4 years, like you said, we've made it through these last 4 years, and it was just odd to see. I don't know. I'm still in shock. I'm gonna just sit back and look.
Erica, I ain't laughing at you. I gotta put this up here.
Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. Try Jesus, not me. I'm trying to tell you. Look here. You'll catch, like Kirk Franklin said, you'll catch the Holy Ghost in these hands. I'm not playing with you. I'll be a. I'm sorry, God. You already know. You forgive me.
I wish I had on my other.
Black Panther down there. Black Panther down there.
I'm healing you though when I'm hitting. I'm healing you when we're going for it though. I'm laying hands. But I'm just like, I'll be praying for both of us.
Lord Jesus, I need my other shirt on. My shirt, I got my tribe up there, and Erica is my Peter. Like I have.
Oh, gracious.
I got everybody on my tribe. I made me a shirt who they stand for in my life. And sure enough, Erica is Peter all day long.
I'm changing though. I'm changing though. I'm growing. It's taking me a little bit of time.
Be who you are, baby. Be authentic.
Because Peter changed. Peter changed.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. He did. Yes, he did.
Don't try me. It depends on the day. Don't try me.
Wait, Erica, Cookie said for real.
That's my birthday.
I know. Wait a minute. Hold on.
That's my birthday.
Cookie ain't talking. Holyfield, I know Cookie ain't talking.
Oh man, that joy is funny. Oh my God. Sarah said, yeah, from a Southern girl that grew up in we are not the same.
Yeah.
Listen here. I mean, it is what it is.
Hold up if you want to.
We can always count on the wine to bring. We can always count on the water to go far left. I'm telling you, I be sitting here sometimes. I be like, oh, I'm gonna have to cut her off. What's she about to say, Jesus? What's she about to say, Lord?
I just had to put the disclaimer.
You will do like this. You be like.
Because I'll be like this. Oh Lord, I don't know. I mean, we live, like you know what I mean. It ain't like what you gonna do. It's live. It's live. But no, it's all good. But I mean, honestly, we are who we are, and God knows who we are. But listen, God he didn't say we had to be punks. Like I mean, people think that when you in this Christian walk that you can't. Jesus got mad. I mean, come on, like we have to be really true to who we are, and it is what it is. But we not created to be punks either. Like we not really created to be punks. Like we are supposed to stand up on his word and stand up for what's right, and so it's all good with that. So
right, and he knows in time. Because you are created for the time in which you are to be in. So which one of us gonna jump up, beat you down, and whatever else? But he put you here for a reason. So make sure that you are fulfilling whatever that purpose is, because you are here.
Say that part again. I want to write that down. That first part, Justina.
Like you better get it when I say it, because I can't ever read. She said you were created to be in the time that you're in.
That's okay. I just wanted to get that down real quick.
There you go.
Yeah, you gotta be quick with it. Look, Lawana, Cookie said, Lawana, I have been forgiven. We talk about listen, y'all, Cookie, I ain't gonna call you out. She talking about what we gonna let it go, Cookie. I ain't gonna call you out, Cookie. Oh my God! Look, I know that's right, son. She said Jesus turned over those tables. I know that's right. Listen, Listen here, and I done flipped some tables too. I used to go to work, be like, they about to make me flip this table over. Jesus, take the whole entire wheel. You know what I mean? But listen, look, and oh Lord, Sarah says Southern girl is packing. Killing me tonight. What is going on?
We all need to. I know we all need to start packing. Sure.
So, listen, I am a proponent of the Second Amendment. So, never mind. That's a whole. Go ahead. What are we talking about?
That's a whole nother story. Here
Yeah, let's just keep on. Yeah, I'm with Star.
Let's keep on.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. My new saying. My new thing. Saying. I don't know. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. I know how to shoot. I know how to fight. I'm gonna tell you once. I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you twice. Right? I'm real discreet. I'm like a thief in the night. So they can try it if they want to. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
What in the world? What?
I follow.
Bye. Bam. Yes.
My favorite poet said, I ain't a killer, but don't push me, Tupac.
Don't
I
push me.
understand what you mean. I understand what you mean.
They done took it to the you know I love Tupac. Wait, what's the DJ say? I told y'all that hat is giving Erica life. Oh my goodness. Sadija, don't be please don't. Come on, Sadija. Don't be yes, don't encourage those Sadija. Oh my, oh my God. That is funny.
But I'm the peaceful one out of everyone. I am the peace out this group. Well, besides Justina, I forgot it. Justina, I'm the peaceful one.
Okay, we gonna leave that right where it's at. Okay, if listen, we have to believe certain things about ourselves because nobody else will, so we have to believe them for ourselves. I mean, I'm just saying. So, I mean, you know, if you want to believe that you are that, then please do. Please do. Leia said, you a lie, Craig. Wow, that's messed up. Leia, I know Leia into politics too. Leia, what you got to say about this whole the results and what it is that has gone on, and what do you expect? The Sadija over there cracking up. She just have a good time laughing at us. Man, listen, you just don't know what you're gonna get when you come up here getting acquainted with the queens. I tell y'all every week, like you just don't know. So, but y'all, I mean, I can't even. I done lost my whole train of thought fooling with Eric and Luana. I done lost my whole train of thought. So I said, in the Old Testament, God sent Deborah into battle. Yes. And she didn't go with a stick. Uh-oh. Come on now. I know that's right. Yes. Yes, indeed. But I'm very interested to see, you know, what she said. My spirit is at ease. That's Leia. My spirit is at ease. Well, mine was always at ease. I'm telling y'all, look, they be getting on me so much because I don't watch TV, y'all. Like, I don't be knowing what's going on. And Star said, I'm done. And so I always say I'm gonna get better. I do, but I'm telling you, I just be so into, I don't know. I'm just not a TV person. I'm just not, because I see what it does to other people. And I guess, you know, for being a police officer for all those years, it just takes a toll on you, and like the news and just all of that stuff. So I just had to protect my psyche because I just saw so much at work and just dealt with so much. And so that's kind of why I really don't. It's not that I don't want to know what's going, but I don't really. Maybe I don't. But I just dealt with so much of that stuff at work day in and day out. So it's like I just try to surround myself with other positive things and just come away from the news. And I mean, because the news doesn't even, sometimes they make it worse. But, I heard that somebody got cut. They cut somebody from, they was in the middle of speaking and they just cut from them. And maybe now, hopefully the news, if they, just do a better job too of not always focusing on the negative, and that stuff can just become overwhelming, because I hear other people who are watching it all the time, and then they just like, it's just overwhelming, and it gets you riled up. And so that's why I'm just like, I just try to stay away from it. Y'all, I'm serious. I haven't really watched the news like that. Y'all about to crack up and lay on this thing since the DC sniper. Like, I stopped watching the news back then. I ain't lying, like, cause that thing had DC people was crazy when that people was crazy. My girlfriend was calling me. I know this off topic, but I didn't went here. My girlfriend was calling me, y'all, all the way from Texas, asking me was I dipping and diving at the gas pumps. I was like, for real, really? Like, I'm not doing that. Like, she not doing that. But that's been the last time that I really watched like the news. And it was, if you lived in this area, well, you ain't even had to live here. It was all over. But like, that was the last time that I was really like on the news like that. So I'm just being honest. So, but yeah, Leia said, when I said DC sniper, that's because Leia was living right next door to the, I ain't gonna call you out, Leia, but yeah, Leia was over there living next to the sniper when he was here. So yes. So Sadija said running in zigzags everywhere. Yes, but people was actually doing it too, though. People were doing it, and I was like, come on, y'all, like, for real, like, you, once again, you got what you're going to do. You're going to trust God. And I'm not saying you don't have to be safe and all of that stuff and take the precautions, of course. But that goes back to that trusting in God and just knowing that he has you no matter what. And so we got to continue to trust. So, but that's funny. Yeah, but she was like, are you ducking at the pumps? And man, come on now. No, we're not doing that.
But God also said, don't be no fool. Now, if he at the gas station down the street from my house, I'm not going to go to that gas station. I'm going to the gas station that's away from my house. Now, it's one thing, you can trust God all you want, and you go to that gas station, and that sniper sitting right there, and that God, you can, okay, but I'm just saying, God gave
you start playing the How Low Can You Go song, because I'm
exactly, and a discernment to know, okay, when to stand down and when to go.
Oh, because he shot some folks at the Walmart or near the Walmart I was going to. Then the Home Depot I would go to, but then I was just, that was some crazy times.
Yeah, it was.
Crazy times.
It was crazy times. It really was.
But we got through it.
We got through it, just like we got through the last 4 years. And guess what, y'all? We're going to get the next 4 years just as well, because of who we serve and that we know. And look, and if I don't make it through the next 4 years, then that means that it was just time for me to go. I mean, I have no control over that. And so, but God, I pray, God ain't right, but I pray that I make it through the next 4 years. But it is what it is. No, seriously, we have to continue to trust in him. And yes, I'm not saying we can't. I said take the necessary precautions, LaWanna. I didn't say that we put ourselves in harm's way. Of course, he ain't say we crazy now, but I'm not gonna be zigzagging and ducking behind pumps, okay? She ain't just not gonna do that. That's just not gonna happen. So, but all right, y'all have any final words, anything y'all want to add, anything? We got some good comments from the thank y'all always for tuning in and making this laugh. And then this doggone Erica, I saw her too with her beret, but I ain't even say nothing in this. This is, I swear.
Well, you know where she at. I'm just saying all day.
Yes. Any final comments, closing words that y'all wanna leave for the people?
Continue to pray for the country. Continue to pray for the leadership that is about to either come in and go out, because we still have a time of transition. Pray for a smoother transition. Pray for integrity and trusting to be restored. Just pray for everybody, the leaders, not just the presidency, but the local leaders that are coming in, the new people that are coming in for the first time that have no idea how this is going to go. Pray that they're not so jaded and sunk into this whole process, because sometimes everything becomes a process and you just start moving along like a conveyor belt. So, just pray for the people.
Mm-hmm.
I'll add on to Erica's, and just pray for your neighbors. I mean, and just be careful out there, because it's a lot of angry people that's still out there. They're hurt for whatever reason, and don't believe that it was a fair election and it was stolen. So you have to be careful. Um, be careful, but also pray for them as well, and that everything would, everybody would come back together. I mean, it haven't always been in harmony, but you know, we don't need to see a lot of things that we haven't seen thus far, and our kids don't need to see it as well. Some things need to stay behind closed doors, come out when it's supposed to, but not always be out. But just make sure you roll up on, make sure they roll up on, the correct one, because they might get.
Lord, okay.
I'm just saying, roll up. I'm gonna pray for you.
That went left.
that went all the way left. But I'm just saying, just be
left.
safe out there. Just be safe, people. Just be safe. That's all I can say.
Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus.
Those hearts, their minds, their ears, all of that will be open to what God is doing and what He is saying, so that people, that we continue in the right direction. Because as the lady said, it's a long, hard road ahead. It's a lot of work to be done. And, this is just another part of the process. God allowed Trump to be president so that, we can really see, what's going on out in the world, and that this hatred still exists and these hurt people are still out there. And we know that hurt people hurt people. And so that is definitely why it's so important that we keep praying and we stay vigilant.
Mm-hmm.
And not just pray, but also, do the action that comes along with it, because we know that faith without works is dead.
Woo!
Have to make sure that all of that is working in conjunction together, because that's the only way we're really going to move forward.
Yes, absolutely. Leia said it's going to be a long 75 days. That's all right. We just keep holding on and keep trusting. That's it. That's all. That's all. It's been 4 years for some that said it was a long 4 years, and you made it through that. So just keep trusting and believing. Yeah, I mean, I just, like I said, one of my words, I've had many words for this year, but just woke. I mean, like, I just want people to be woke to, to everything. Just woke to everything. Like, I think that's just very important. So that's what I would say. I also want to give a shout out to Judge Makiba Gibbs, one of my friends. She actually won the election again down in Charles County. So female Afro-American woman that won the judgeship. So I just want to congratulate Makiba. Woo, 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 woo. So she won twice, so I'm just excited. So just happy that she got in there, and I know that she will definitely make a difference and do some good work. So great job, Makiba. Very, very proud of you. Very, very proud of you. So all right, y'all. Well, we don't have nothing else. I don't think I'm done. I didn't laugh. I didn't laugh. I didn't just every week. It just never ceases to amaze me. I'll be like I said, Lord Jesus, what's gonna happen? So, but we thank y'all for always supporting. Sadija, Leia, Sarge, Verna was in here too, making some comments. So we thank y'all for tuning in. Forgot anybody? Miss Francine was watching too. Hey, that's Erica's mom. I'm surprised Miss Beverly ain't come up on here and start calling calling us out. So she usually tune in. So
Cookie was on.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Cookie was on here. Who else? Let me see. And we ain't even call you out, Cookie. Oh, and shout out to Shannon Hodges. Her birthday is today. Yay, Shannon. So we want to say happy birthday to you from the Queens, and we love you. May God continue to bless you with many, many more. So, all right, y'all. I'm trying to see if I see anybody else. I'm on like 3 different pages looking to see. I don't think I see anybody else that we need to give a shout out to. So
I think you got everybody.
All right, cool. And thank y'all. And I don't know if y'all saw my husband walk in the door all the time.
Yes. We seen him. Hey, I'll give it to him, Mike.
I'm like, dude, I mean, you know, what you gonna do? I'm like, we can see you. You can't say no, we see you. We see the shadow. Like he just don't get it. Whatever. Any woohoo, we just gonna pray for him. But all right, y'all, we are out. We thank y'all as always for tuning in, for getting acquainted with the queens. We will we be? I don't know about next week. We'll see. We will see. Got some different things going on. So, but if not, y'all know we'll be back after that. Whatever. We always here, just cracking up and having a good time, but keeping God first, trusting Him, knowing that everything is gonna be all right. Look at Sadija still putting up the I ain't messing with y'all. We out, y'all. We see y'all next time. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're getting acquainted with the queens. We are a tribe called Queens Incorporated, and we love you guys. We can't wait until we can get back together again and be live with you guys in person. And so we're just gonna pray that will happen sooner than later. So until then, thank you guys for tuning in. We will see y'all next time. Like we always say, we hit them with the deuces. All right.
And wear your mask. Wear your mask. Wear your mask. Wear your mask.
Okay. Yes. Y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.